Hey guys, I put together this 20-minute workout video that really focuses on hip strength and stability here, and we'll end with a little hip stretching. So let's go ahead and start on our back. We're going to start with just letting our hips release a little bit. So keeping those hips straight up to the ceiling, you're going to let one leg fall out to the side, straighten it down, rotate it in, and then drag it up. Open, extend, rotate in, and up. Let's go for 2 more like this. Trying to really let that hip release as much as possible while keeping both hip bones straight up to the ceiling. Let's go ahead and reverse that. Extend it down, rotate, bend it in, and up. Extend, rotate, bend. 2 more. Extend, rotate, and bend. Last one. Extend, rotate, and bend. Switching to the other leg. Open out to the side, reach it long, rotate it in, and drag it up. Open, extend. When you drag it up, think about dragging that heel so you get the hamstring engaged more than you do the hip flexor in the front of your leg. 1 more here. In, and then we'll reverse. Extend it long, rotate, drag, and return. Extend, rotate, hamstring. 2 more here. Rotate and bend. Last one, extend, rotate, and bend. There you go. Bring both feet up to the, both knees up to the ceiling, and we'll go for some hip rolls here. So keeping those feet flat on the floor, you're going to inhale. And then exhale, roll up through your spine, open those hips, inhale at the top, and then exhale, roll it down. Let's do 1 more like that just to get that nice articulation of that spine, peeling it off, and then slowly setting it back down. Let's go ahead and add on to this a little bit. Let's roll it up. You're going to lower your hips halfway and then press it back up. Lower, make sure those hips get really open at that top point, lower. Lift, 1 more, lower. Lift and go ahead, slowly set that spine back down. And let's go for that one more time. Inhale and exhale, roll it up, anchor into those heels, and then lower and press the hips up. Lower and lift, lower and lift. Last one, lower. Lift and roll it all the way back down. And we have 1 more variation here. Inhale and exhale to roll it up. Keeping those hips nice and lifted, you're going to shift your hips side to side. Being careful that you don't drop one hip down to the floor, so your hips are staying really level here. 1 more set. Go ahead, find center, and articulate that spine all the way back down. And we'll do 1 more of that, starting to the opposite direction. So if you started right, this time we're going to start to the left and right. Left and right. 2 more sets here. Last one. Good. Find center and roll it all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest if you wish. Give it a little rock side to side. And then set those legs back down. Keep your left knee bent. You're going to extend your right leg long. Keep it on the floor, but bring it right next to your other leg. And we're just going to rotate that knee out to the side and then rotate it in. Rotate it out and in. 2 more here. Rotate out and in. Last one, out and in. Go ahead, lift that leg to about ankle height. Really squeeze those legs together and then rotate out and in. Out and in. 2 more. Out, in. Last one, out and in. Lift it to calf height here. Really squeeze those legs, rotate out and in. If you start to feel your hip flexor here, squeeze your legs even more. Last one. And then our last little set here is knee to knee, squeezing together and rotate out and in and out and in. Last 2 and in. Last one. In, set that leg down and extend the other leg long. First set is on the floor. Rotate out and in and out in, keep breathing. Last one, and in. Lift it to ankle height, squeeze the legs together, rotate out, and in, and out, and in. 2 more. Last one, up to calf height, squeeze, inner thighs really engaged here for out, and in, out, and in, out, and in. Last one. Last one here, knees together, really squeeze for out, and in, out, and in. Last 2, out, in. Last one, out, in, and set it down. Very nice. Let's go ahead and roll onto our side. We'll do some side lying work here. If it feels comfortable, arm can be underneath the head. If not, you can grab either a towel or even a folded up sweatshirt can work here. Starting with those knees bent, you're going to rotate that top knee up to the ceiling and back down. Rotate the top knee up to the ceiling and back down. Good. Make sure that top hip is staying stacked right on top of the bottom. So we're not letting it open and rotate with that knee. Everything stays really stacked. We have 2 more here. Open. Last one, open. Go ahead, keep that knee front. Lift the whole leg up and down. Whole leg lifts up and down. Keep moving here with this one. We don't want to hike that hip up, keeping that top side of your body really long. 4 more here. Lift. And 3. And 2. And 1. Adding on to this, you're going to lift it up, extend and reach out through that heel, bend it in, and set it down. Lift it up, extend and reach, bend it in, and back down. 4 more here. Make sure when you reach, it's reaching in long with your body and not forward. It's going to really target those glutes and hamstrings here. Lift, extend, bend. Last 2. Lift, extend, bend. Last 1. Lift, extend, bend, set it down. Going for our internal rotation here. Bottom of the foot is going to rotate up to the ceiling and then set it back down. Bottom of the foot up and down. 3 and 4. 4 more here. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Go ahead, take both feet up to the ceiling. You're going to keep this position here and go back to that first exercise we did on our side, that clamshell where you open that knee up and then back down. Up and back down. This, having the feet up, gives you a little bit more range of motion here. And exhale. Last 4. You can do it. Keep breathing. And 3. And 2. Last one. Go ahead, set those down. Keep stay on this side, extend those legs long, and then you're just going to lift both legs up and lower down. This one is going to target our bottom inner thigh. So almost think about resting that top leg on your bottom leg, and you're just lifting and lowering using that inner thigh connection. 2 more here. Lift and lower. Last one, lift. You're going to keep it up and you're going to flutter your legs forward and back, alternating. Good, making sure that upper body isn't moving. Very nice for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Keep the legs up there. You're going to circle both legs together. Let's go forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Last 2, forward. Keep those abs on. That's going to really help with balance here. And then we'll reverse. Let's go back, up, forward, and down. Back, up, forward. Last 2. Back, up, forward. Last 1. Back, up, forward, and down. Last little set here. You're going to lift those legs up. Keep those knees in line with your body. And you're gonna bend so your heels are coming in towards you. Oop, you're gonna try not to fall over, so that's abs really engaged here as the knees bend. We'll go for 4 more. Bending in. And 3. And 2. Last one. Very nice. Go ahead and set that down. Let's flip over for the other side. All right, so finding this position first with the heels in line with the hips, in line with the shoulders, bottom arm underneath the head, finding that really nice abdominal connection here, starting with our clamshells, keeping the feet on the floor. So that top knee is going to start by rotating up to the ceiling and back down. Rotate up and down. 3 and 4. 4 more here. 4, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Keeping that knee straight forward, lifting up and down, up and down. 3 and 4. We have 4 more here, making sure the position of the pelvis isn't being compromised here, so you're reaching that sit bone down away from you. Last 2 here. Last 1. Go ahead, add that extension. Lift the leg up, extend, really reach through that heel, bend it in, and set it down. Lift it up, reach out through your heel, bend it in, and down. 4 more. The more you reach, the more it will target that glute right on the side of your hip here. Reach, bend it in. 2 more. Lift, reach, bend. Last 1. Lift, extend, bend. Moving for internal rotation here. Knees stay together. Just the top foot for now is going to rotate up to the ceiling and back down. And rotate and down. Making sure the hips don't fold forward this time, so abdominals are still working to keep those hips nice and stacked. 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. This time we're going to take both feet up. Keep those feet where they are. Top knee rotates up and down and up and down. Again, not moving the hips. Still staying really stacked here. This is 4. Last 4 here. Use that breath as you start to get tired. Last 2. And last 1. Set that all down. Let's go ahead and extend those legs, starting with both of the legs just lifting and lowering here. So you're going to lift up and down. Again, imagining you're setting that top leg on top of the bottom, and it's just resting. It's kind of going along for the ride here. 2 more. Lift. Last 1. Go ahead, lift it up, hold it, go for those little flutter kicks. You can move as fast as you wish here. Just make sure that that upper body isn't moving as the legs start to increase in their speed. So abs are really engaged. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come back together, going for those circles. Let's go forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back. 2 more. Again, moving back to that idea of the top leg just resting on the bottom so that inner thigh can really work. Let's reverse. Back, up, forward, and down. Back, up, forward. Last 2. Forward, and last 1 here. And down. Very nice. Our last little set, lift it up. Knees stay in line with the body as the knees bend in. And then extend. Heels reaching up and in. Last 4 here. Keep those legs lifted off of the floor so that bottom inner thigh is really working. 1 more here. Extend, bend and then extend and set it down. Very nice. Let's go ahead and come up into all 4s. You want your knees to be right underneath your hips and your wrists to be right underneath your shoulders. We're going to start with a little glute series here. So you're going to keep your knee bent, and then you're going to reach it up, keep that foot flat up to the ceiling, and then you'll bring it back down. Keep that 90 degree at your knee and back down. As you lift, make sure those hips aren't getting off center. They're staying really level, like you have a teacup on the back of your pelvis and you don't want to spill. And lower. Let's go for 4 more here. 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. You'll keep that leg up there. We're going to pulse it up to the ceiling. Little inch up, inch down. So pulse up 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up there. You're going to extend and then bend. Keep those hips really level. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. Extend. 4 more. Keep breathing here. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. Keep that knee bent. 1 more little set. You're going to reach that knee out to the side and then return back. Laterally rotate. Bring that knee up to that armpit and then find that nice parallel position each time. Open and close. Hips staying as level as possible. Open and close. 4 more here. You can do it. And close. Open and close. Last 2. Last 1. Go ahead, set that down. Take a little shell stretch. Stretch out those glutes a little bit back there. Give it a little rock side to side as well. And go ahead, find that all fours position again. We got to do the other side. Starting with that knee nice and bent, just lifting up and lower down. Lift it up and lower. 3 and 4. 4 more like this. And 3 and 2 and 1. Go ahead, keep it up there. Go for your pulses here. Pulsing up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep that leg up there. Extend and bend. Check in with those hips. Make sure they're still level. Abdominals are still on. And this is 4. 4 more here. Last 2. Last 1. Last set here. Open that knee out to the side and close. Out to the side and close. And 3 and 4. 4 more here. And 3. Last 2. And last 1. Very nice. Set it down. Take another shell stretch. Good work. Let's go ahead and transition back onto our back. We'll do a little stretching to finish here. Take a couple deep breaths here. Let's cross our right ankle over our left knee. If this is giving you enough of a stretch, go ahead and leave it there. Or you can hug behind your left knee or in front, whatever feels best here, pulling that shape in. If you need an extra stretch, go ahead and press that right knee away from you. And while we're here, let's rock this side to side, getting into those glutes, all the different areas of that muscle here. Slowly set that down, and we'll switch sides. Cross that ankle over. You should have left over right, or do the other side if you, whatever side you didn't do the first time. Hug that shape in if you wish, and then again pressing that knee away from you. can increase the stretch here. And then we'll rock it side to side. Really feeling that stretch moving through that muscle here. Very nice. Let's go ahead and come up and let's transition onto our knees. My favorite little hip and leg stretch series here. This can be a little bit much in terms of knee flexion, so feel free to omit or kind of modify as you feel like you need. You're going to bring one leg up. You're going to reach back behind you. I'll turn sideways so you can see me here. And then ever so slowly, you're going to press those hips up to the ceiling. If you feel enough of a stretch just in this position, that's totally fine. Trying to open the front of the hip as much as possible. That's really going to stretch that hip flexor and stretch down into that quad muscle as well. Taking a few deep breaths here. And then go ahead and come up. In a kneeling position here, you're going to reach forward, kind of shifting your weight onto that front knee. Getting a hip flexor stretch here. You can do a little side bend away from that leg. That can get into those attachment points of that psoas muscle. And then we're going to shift back onto your back leg and go ahead and flex the front foot. That's going to get our front hamstring here. Trying to keep as flat of a back as possible from the crown of your head out through your tailbone. And breathing here. This is an intense stretch. And slowly come out of that, and we'll go ahead and switch sides. So starting with that quad stretch, bring one foot up, hinging back. Fingers can point wherever feels best for those wrists. And then go ahead, press that pelvis up. You might find that one side is tighter than the other. Totally normal. Trying to open that hip as much as possible. Go ahead and transition into kneeling here. Shifting forward, opening the front of that hip. And then taking that little side bend away from that leg or towards your standing side, the knee that's bent in front of you. Slowly coming out of that. And then hinging back. Go ahead, flex that front foot. Stick that tailbone out behind you. Find that nice flat spine here. And opening the back of the leg all the way through that hamstring. And then slowly bring yourself out of that. And that concludes our 20-minute hip stretch, strengthen, and kind of stability workout. Thanks so much for watching.